The world's news spotlight focused on the United States battleship Missouri in Tokyo Bay. History is in the making at Yokosuka Naval Base as General MacArthur arrives to board a waiting destroyer, one of three which took surrender parties to the battleship in the harbor. Haggard from long imprisonment by the Japs, come General Wainwright and General Percival, British commander at Singapore. General Doolittle follows. He was first to bomb Tokyo. In the bay, the Missouri waits at anchor. First Allied representative to come aboard is Admiral Nimitz, America's naval chief. A few minutes later, a dark gray motorboat brought the Japanese envoys. Foreign Minister Mamoru Shigemitsu, head of the delegation, hobbles on a wooden leg, result of an Allied air attack on Shanghai. With him comes General Umezu, chief of the Jap General Staff. 9 a.m. Tokyo time, Sunday, September the 2nd, 1945. 6 years to the day since Britain went to war. The fight that began at Pearl Harbor ends a stone's throw from Tokyo. General MacArthur, as Supreme Allied Commander, directs the proceedings.
We are gathered here, representatives of the major warring powers, to conclude a solemn agreement whereby peace may be restored. It is my earnest hope, and indeed the hope of all mankind, that from this solemn occasion a better world shall emerge out of the blood and carnage of the past. A world founded upon faith and understanding. A world dedicated to the dignity of man and the fulfillment of his most cherished wish for freedom, tolerance, and justice. I now invite the representatives of the Emperor of Japan and the Japanese government and the Japanese Imperial General Headquarters to sign the instrument of surrender at the places indicated.
Japan is finished as a major world power. Shigemitsu, in top hat, yellow gloves, and morning coat, is first to swallow the bitter pill of unconditional surrender. It is a few minutes after 9 o'clock, and it's the end of Japan's long years of plunder, murder, and war. Shigemitsu's face is expressionless as he draws his signature. Japan's second signer is the equally poker-faced Umezu. After the Japs have all signed, General MacArthur spoke again.
Will General Wainwright and General Percival step forward and accompany me while I sign?
The time is 8 minutes past 9. Flanked by General Percival of Singapore and General Wainwright of Corregidor, MacArthur signs for the United Nations. To Wainwright goes the pen he used to write the first part of his name. The second pen he gives to General Percival. Stony-faced and silent, the Japs look on. On the gray-blue veranda deck of the Missouri, they're getting a much-needed lesson that war doesn't pay. Next to sign is the chief American representative, Admiral Nimitz. After him came the other Allied nations, among whom Admiral Fraser signed for Britain. Then there was China, who fought Japan for 8 years, and Russia, whose dramatic entry came the week before Japan surrendered.
Let us pray that peace be now restored to the world and that God will preserve it always. These proceedings are closed.